Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Nasty. Papaya, papaya. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the Collective Clips. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe and join the memberships today, make sure that you do that. Make sure that you put your notification bell on all, so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun continues to kick, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm very humbled for all your support. So come on now. Come on down. You're the next contestant on No Jumpers. Always wrong, but they say they're right. Broke and battered. Broker than baby Joker. So, look. I don't like to kick dirt on a man when he's down. I like to lift him on up, right? But these guys are not, they're far from broke. Adam is the bullshit artist of all bullshit artists. He's the artist formerly known as a gay porn star. Let me tell you something about Adam, okay? He put a video out saying that No Jumper was going broke. They weren't meeting their quota. They weren't making ends meet. Nobody wants to watch a guy and a couple porn stars sit there and laugh at each other. And no one definitely wants to go on a podcast where you get indicted, like in real life, by like the federal government, the feds, right? And, you know, this whole thing that Adam did, saying that, you know, like speaking from the heart, and he wants to tell you something that he hasn't wanted to speak. He hasn't been wanting to speak on for the longest. It's bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why I call bullshit. See, I'm a guy that reads between the lines. I don't read all up out of the lines. I read between the lines, because between the líneas is where you're gonna find out the real information. See, people will put out disinformation. They'll put out what you want, what they want you to believe, and what they want you to hear. When the fact is, there's some facts within that speech, but it's not what you think it is. Well, here's some real knowledge you can't get in college. I'm ready, man. Here's some game, right? So when Adam decides to spill the beans and let the whole world know that No Jumper is going broke, it's very convenient and a coincidinky in his stinky that it's right after all these indictments happened with the Rolling 60s Crips and Associates. Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon. Let's not forget, 4Extra just came out and crashed out right from the gate. He came out like, on the set, on the block, cuz that fool was crazy. I like 4Extra. He does a little bit too extra, but I like him, right? These guys that are going on No Jumper, Adam doesn't seem to want to pay him. Not that he's ever paid him much. And his excuse now is they're going broke. But it's so convenient that right after all these indictments happen and people are applying pressure and people are saying No Jumper is a federally it's a federally indictment channel, right? It's that there's some shenanigans going on behind the scenes, that it's taped and tattered, that it's beaten battered, that people don't want to go on there anymore because they are scared that they will be on the next one smoking to the federal penitentiary. Now, all of a sudden, Adam has put up the No Jumper building for sale. Now, all of a sudden, you know, he's going to sit there and tell you, oh, man, our talent is strong. Our roster is strong. Yet at the same time, we're going broke. If your talent and your roster are strong, if you built a strong team, then you get strong results, right? Now, I understand about the COVID situation, and during that time, everybody wasn't at work, so they were at home. And that's when a lot of new channels, including mine, started up. There wasn't anything else to do. Motherfuckers was on restriction. People were on curfews. You couldn't go out nowhere. So what did you do? You turned to social media, and YouTube began to pop, Bangladesh style. And No Jumper was definitely on top of their game. And the reason they were on top of their game is because they were doing what they set out to do by introducing you to new rap talent, introduce you to the stories behind the rappers' music, and they were basically interviewing rappers or little known rappers and putting them on the map, giving them that jump, right? But then the No Jumper persona turned into really No Jumper because no one jumped off. The only place they jumped off to is they jumped off into prison, like Grip Mac, like 4Extra, like Brick Baby, like Loose Cannon, like G-Face, soon to be Oparu, Whack 100, 600, and all this cast of characters. Now, when Adam did have a strong team, when they were making money, it wasn't because people were staying home watching them all day, all night. It was because he had some solid individuals around him, like Duno, like AD, like all them dudes that were really, really pushing No Jumper into the next level. These were the guys that were making it happen. Even Sharp. Yeah, I said it. Even Sharp, right? But then the Poetic Flacos came through. I like Hoodie from the Hood. Shout out. He said Pathetic Flaco. I don't really have no beef with Poetic Flacco, man. He's just a big fat black guy who lies a lot. But you got Poetic Flacco. You got guys like 600 who makes frequent appearances now. You got all these different cast of characters that go on No Jumper, knowing everything is taped and tattered over there. Okay? Taped and tattletale over there. Now, I've said it for a long time. Dubs has said it for a long time. Several others have said it for a long time. No Jumper was going to fall apart at the seams because there was a different agenda being pushed, an undercover agenda. And when I say undercover, I use that term loosely, like a really undercover agenda to get people broke off. So now Adam's broke. He's broke because the real ones that he surrounded himself with really bounced on his ass. He wants to say, oh, man, there was 8 guys that left all at once. No, you started firing people like Lush and telling AD it was all bad. You weren't paying these guys much, but they were keeping you afloat. And Adam is quick to discharge people. He's like the army, man. He's quick to give them a dishonorable discharge. You know, when they're not there, he talks shit about them. With friends like Adam, who needs enemies? You know, we've seen what he did to Loose Cannon. He allowed Munchie B, shout out Munchie B, man. I like that dude. That dude's solid as fuck. But he allowed him to come on No Jumper and try to paint a picture like Loose Cannon's old lady was going to leave him right off the bat and was even trying to hook her ass up with 4 extra. And Adam was sitting there smiling, giggling, gaggling, gargling, laughing at the fact that Loose Cannon is someone who's locked up because of things he said right off Adam's channel, No Jumper, you know, his old lady's going to get fondled with. Like he was promoting that. Like I said, with a friend like Adam, you don't need enemies. That's what he does. He smiles in your face, but behind your back, he talks a whole lot of cagada, a lot of bullshit, right? That's why he's going broke, if he is going broke. But I'm here to tell you, his broke is not our broke, gente. His broke is $1,000,000 broke. We're not broke like that. See, our broke is, damn, I only got $5 and I need $10 gas broke. His broke is, damn, I only got $1 million in the bank. What are me and Lena going to do? Find another black man to perform with? This is his broke. You know, because he is trying to create a buffer is why he's putting this spill out that he's going broke or that No Jumper ain't making money. Look, I'm here to tell you I'm a content creator. Times are rough for content creation. If you solely depend on financing yourself or your income is based upon the views and the money that you get from YouTube, I'm here to tell you, you'll be sorely, sorely mistaken to start a channel and expect to blow up and come up. It's not for everyone. Not everyone does it. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of mental warfare. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Not everyone has the charisma or the spectacular vernacular to keep it pushing and do it. Adam is one of them guys. He came into this motherfucker with the golden spoon. He had a little bit of money. People got behind him. He made a few power moves wearing shower shoes, and voila, there we go. The only white man that's able to walk through the 40s neighborhood untouched. The Viking, Active Adam, 22, 16, whatever you want to call him. He's overcome weird allegations. He's overcome cuckolding. He's overcome the Meckles dripping off his ears on a live podcast. He's overcome a Slurpee. I remember when a dude threw a Slurpee on him. Adam has overcome a lot. So in doing so, he needs everybody to support his channel because at the end of the day, oh, wow, what would we do without No Jumper? But the truth of the matter is it's deeper than that. It's darker than that. So let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Adam No Jumper is not going broke. The whole No Jumper podcast is not going broke. First of all, he does not pay his employees enough to be going broke. He went and got him a $4 million, he says $4 million building. Okay. Why? You're still doing hundreds of thousands of views. You're still doing your thing. I know about the finances of YouTube. So there's no way you're going broke. You're drawing in at least 100K a month. That's a fact, right? So, you know, I remember not even a year ago, Adam was talking about, man, I'll make $1 million a month and I do this and I do that. Either that was all bullshit or this is all bullshit because your views haven't went down enough to cause this catastrophe. So in fact, I watched a video the other day. Let me disprove Adam because Adam lies in real life, right? In high definition, in 3D, in HK, in 4K. And here's a lie. He was just on No Jumper, and he was talking to Oparu, Bubble Butt 100, Whack, right? And we know Whack is notoriously for, man, I'm about my, he doesn't call a lie, he calls it business whack. Business whack is lying whack. We all know that, right? I have nothing personal against Whack other than when we see each other, then it is what it is. But other than that, let Whack do what he does. He got people discombobulated and confused, and he's going to continue to do so if you allow him to. Boom. There it is. He is the Charleston White of the West Coast. He's going to bullshit and shenanigan you all the way to the bank. So Adam presses Whack and says, hey, why'd you tell people the feds picked me up? You know that ain't true, basically in so many words, right? And Whack said, oh, no, Paru, the business Whack came out. I seen it as an opportunity. And immediately Adam cuts him off and said, hey, that was our best stream live ever. So if you're having best stream lives, that means you're making a lot of money because there's a lot of people viewing it. How the fuck the next day you put out a video, you're going broke? Let me explain to you what it is. I know. I'm lollygagging. But that's good. That's what I do. The fact is this. The reason he told people he was broke is because these indictments just went down. There's a lot of people pointing fingers and all eyes are on No Jumper. People are really skeptical about the program there. You know, are these guys really involved with the feds? Is there really taped conversations behind the scenes going on? Is Adam really allowing these black men to speak upon each other or to put out active cases and speak on active cases, which we all know he is, right? And Adam is smart enough. He's intelligent enough to realize, man, No Jumper will be exposed. If one of these guys, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, any of these guys go to court, okay, in an under an indictment that No Jumper has frequently been mentioned, okay, the beans are going to be spilled. That means everything's going to come out in the wash. Everything's going to come out in the transcripts. That means a lot of people are going to discover and realize that No Jumper is exactly what a lot of people think they are. Maybe not necessarily working with the feds, but a platform the feds are watching very closely, and a lot of people are getting locked up. Now, I'm not here to fuck up anyone's investigation, nor put 2 on the 10 and bullshit anyone with an investigation. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to say I read between the lines. I know what it is. So when Adam's telling everyone, man, we're going broke, he's softly preparing you guys for the demise of No Jumper, because Adam's going to disappear on us. He's going to get out the way. And he's explaining to you in so many words that they're going broke. They don't have enough finances. And then he's panhandling to people, hey, send some money, man, or you could do it like this, or you could do it like that, or you can watch our content. Look, there's a lot of people that watch No Jumper for whatever reason. I'm not hating on that. I've never really sat down and watched a full episode and been intrigued enough to turn around and watch another one. Because all I see is a white guy manipulating a bunch of black and brown men sitting there, basically chismosas, talking about shit that's happening that they feel doesn't affect them until it affects them. And Adam does the same thing that he does every time and utilize. Even with Brick Baby calling in on the live. Yeah, I watched it. Had to. Content purposes. I'm a content creator. I had to fucking do my homework. And Brick Baby calls in and he seems in good spirits. In good spirits for someone that's locked up in a federal holding center, right? Look, more power to that man. Hey, on the dead on. That dude right there is fighting the good fight, and I can't hate on him. Whether people are saying he's telling or he's not, and I don't know, and we don't know, and why don't know? We know because we just don't know yet. We'll all find out. And everyone's waiting on pins and needles and pins to find out. But here's the truth of the matter is, and the fact of the matter is, he called in good spirits. And what's the first thing that he did? He jammed up Lush. You know, they call him Luscious Nipples. He jammed up Lush. You know, big bad evil Lush that calls me Groomers Collective. You're right, man. You're right. I am Groomers Collective. I'm grooming motherfucking suckers like you to recognize where the real is, right? You've been groomed. Anyway, so trip out. You got Adam, and he's talking to Brick Baby, and Brick Baby's jamming up Lush, and he says, man, why you make that video about I was coming down off the dope and whoop-de-whoop-de-wop-de-wop. And of course, Lush is like, oh, he's trying to make a joke out of it. And Brick's like, man, I didn't come down. I shit water one time and whatever. And immediately, Adam says, oh, so you must be still getting high. You got H in there? Asking a man on his live, on a federally tapped phone. They record conversations. Anytime you're in jail, it's recorded. This message will be monitored and recorded, they say, right? They let you know. And he's asking him about drugs, if he has drugs on him or if he's still continuing to do drugs while in a facility, knowing that's a new charge, man. You can get entering contraband. You can get possession. They'll go hit his cell right after. Come on, Adam. When does the detective When does it stop? Inspector Jumper. Woo, 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 woo. Right? When are you going to stop getting the black and brown men locked up? Like, really, man? If you've noticed, there ain't been no brown men in the vicinity lately. They're saying, fuck that. They ain't trying to get locked up off no jumper. Adam is telling people he's broke because it's a buffer, is what we call it. It's a letdown to let you guys know that the reasoning behind this being broke is they're about to get broke off. And Adam's going to disappear on us. Adam is slowly but surely shutting no jumper down because he sees the writing on the wall. The writing on the wall is one of two things. One, no one's going to want to fuck with him after the trials and everyone's locked up forever. Two, he was somehow involved to a certain degree, and when it comes out, no one's going to fuck with them anyways. So at the end of the day, we're going broke. Why would you tell everyone you're going broke? Oh, I'm just being transparent. What part of no jumper being broke has anything to do with us? We watched the videos. We watched the content. No jumper has been going not broke, but battered and tattered a while, meaning that their fucking content ain't what it used to be. See, Adam tried to jump into the prison genre game lightweight or the gang genre by, having gang members sit down with them, asking them about their hoods, asking about active investigations or murders from the past or things that have happened. But see, a lot of people like that dude, what's his name? The dude from Spodies. He got on there when Adam was like, oh, I heard you were involved with the gang shooting. He was like, Adam said, well played. So these certain things people are starting to realize and recognize because it's starting to be put out there. See, no jumper jumped off a long time ago. When they lost AD, when they lost Duno, when they lost Sharp, when they lost these staples of the No Jumper podcast, that was when the demise started to happen. Now, whether Adam is really going broke in real life, and again, his version of broke isn't our version of broke, right? But if he is going broke and it really is happening, what can we say? This is someone who's had more money than us probably our whole lives. So his financial situation is his financial situation. Obviously, every person who's been on his podcast as far as worked there always is disgruntled when they leave. Sharp, he had a lot to say. Lush, now he doesn't, but he did have a lot to say. AD, you know what I'm saying? And there's so many others. I forget all the dudes that you had on there. The only ones that stick around is Poetic Flacco, who's doing numbers and doing his own thing, and he sticks around for the reason it's just another way to network. That's it. Once No Jumper's gone, he's going to continue to do him. And I see Adam trying to bring other guys on. He tries to surround himself with dudes who he feels are really about the streets because it puts him in a comfort zone. He invites, Munchie B. He tells Brick Baby he's about to take over your spot. He didn't even ask Munchie yet. He's just throwing that out there, right, to see what he says. He's trying to fish to see if another brother would go on there, speak on some shit, but Munchie's way too smart for that. He's too real for that. He's really, really real for that and ain't breaking bread like Jesus said. So anyways, as far as Adam going broke, I think there's more to it, more than meets the eye, right? There's a lot more than meets the eye. But I'm going to tell you right now, Adam does definitely have the industry in the kung fu grip. He has people believing in his shenanigans. If you believe that this man is broke and all of a sudden this man is just asking for a handout or he's crying on your shoulder, come on now. Don't bite into the bullet. Don't bite into the bullshit because you're going to get capped. And that's just the realness of it. The fact is, No Jumper is not going broke. They're going out. They're going out because Adam has made some false moves, some bad business moves, and he has done a lot of things to the people that actually built his channel and that actually supported his channel. And there's a lot of people locked up because of his channel. Or is it a coincidence that a lot of people that went on his channel are locked up? Now, you got to understand, when people are living that lifestyle, they're going to get locked up. So just because you've been on No Jumper doesn't automatically mean you get indicted or get a case. But at the same time, it's very explosive over there, right? It's, a lot of people seem to be getting mentioned. I'm just saying, and it continues to happen every day. So when Adam says, we just had our best live, and Whack is like, Paul Rule, that's the business Whack. I had to come up with a, you got to understand, take that for a grain of salt. They're coming with different shenanigans and bullshit all the time. They're the only ones that always have the dirt on everything and always figure out or find out things that we can't, right? And it's not because Adam's doing his homework or he has a good team around him. It's because if they ain't got content that day, they'll just make some shit up, straight up. And I believe Adam made that up, that he's going broke. I'm going broke. I had to put my building up on the market. And all that, I bought a new building because we were blowing up. No, you bought a new building because 50 Mexicans pulled up to your old building and that shook you up. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Anyways, let me know what you think. Do you believe, Adam, that No Jumper is going broke because he made some bad business decisions or he didn't foresee this coming? As a content creator, we see everything in the future. We know exactly what it is. Adam, stop lying to these people, man. Talking about, hey, join my membership. Fuck that. Join my membership. I'm a broke-ass Mexican. And that's real. The gun. Bang, bang.